Jeff, your Black Friday actually began yesterday. What response have you seen from shoppers so far?
So it's been a strong start to the fourth quarter, and yesterday during Black Friday we saw that. So it started well online, then we opened our stores at 5 o'clock. Was in the stores last night with a lot of in our stores, and it's doing and tracking quite well.
Retailers and people in the retail industry have been sounding very optimistic about the holiday season this year. That's not something we've heard for some time. Is that something that you share? And what specifically has Macy's been doing to make sure you're getting people through the store and buying online?
So we start preparing for the fourth quarter and Black Friday as soon as we finish the previous one. So we have spent a lot of time making sure that we've got the right values, the right products. We want to make sure that we've got convenience. And one of our hallmarks as an omnichannel retailer is the ability to transact online, on a mobile device, and in store, and making our customers happy where however and whenever she wants to shop with us. And then the third thing is having the right experience. You know, Black Friday is kind of this national pilgrimage, and having great value, but also being in the beat of where shopping is happening in stores. 70% of America shops during the Black Friday, window. So we're ready.
And Black Friday is all about promotions, but the customer now expects to get deals throughout the year.
Yes.
A number of retail analysts have expressed concerns about what they're calling a deeply promotional environment and the impact that can have on margins. Is that a concern for you as well?
You know, Macy's ended the third quarter in a very good inventory position. So versus the previous year, we didn't have any carryover of inventory. So the content that we have and the values that we're giving were all planned. And I feel very good. Our inventory is in great shape. You know, we've got great gift assortments that are out there. A lot of these gift assortments is exclusive product. Our average unit retail is actually higher than last year. So we feel good about our offering this year.
Now, one of the things that Macy's, like many other traditional retailers, has been grappling with is declining same-store sales. You mentioned your earnings, and we saw that they were down again for the 11th consecutive quarter. What are you doing to turn that around, or is that decline in store sales inevitable?
I don't think so. You know, we certainly have had declining store sales, but we believe that we can get, our stores moving again in the right direction, getting back to comp growth. So we're very focused on that. So we start with a very strong digital business. Check that box. We've had 33 consecutive quarters of double-digit growth. Expect us to continue to do that. But it goes back to those other things I was saying. Convenience. This customer wants the option of being able to pick up an item in store or have it same-day delivered, whatever that might be. So we're really focusing on making sure that we've got this depot in our store for all things that she wants to do. If she wants to pick up something in store that she bought online, and then if she wants to buy gift certificates or whatever that is, and then experience. You know, customers today want to go to a store, the sights, the smells, the sounds, how you can create that in a department store is a unique opportunity we have.
And what is an experience in Macy's? What does that mean for you as you look to sort of return Macy's to growth?
Yeah, well, so when you look at this store, this is a great laboratory for us. So how many Starbucks do we have? How many different eating locations that we have? How many places where you can try products on? If you want to have your hair done, you can do it here. So there's places where in communities that basically look at the department store as the opportunity for the community to come together. So in stores like this, we can do it well. We're looking for those opportunities to scale in a lot more of our buildings and expect us to do that in the future.
Now, not all your stores are like Herald Square, and you have been closing some, but you still have a fleet of about 600.
We do.
Earlier this year, your CFO said if Macy's was starting again, the magic number would be more like 245.
Yeah.
Can we expect more store closures, or what are you doing to make better use of the ones that you have?
So we have, when you think about the types of stores that we have about 250 stores, which our CFO was commenting on, that are in these premium malls. And these are malls that are going to stand the test of time. They've got lots of experiences in them. All retailers within those malls are investing, and the customer expects it. But we have a lot of other stores in communities across America that are very profitable for us. The customers of those communities want us to be in business and stay in business. And so we're focused on how we're going to grow in those stores too. So, 2 years ago, we made a big decision about closing doors and getting down to the right portfolio. I feel good about our real estate portfolio and where we stand right now.
So we shouldn't expect to see more closures in the coming years.
So what we did is we announced that we were going to close 100 stores. We closed 70. There's 30 more to go. There may be, properties here and there that we will be closing, but we serve, nationally in all communities as a Macy's brand. And the interplay that goes on between the online business and the bricks business is really important. You know, our calling card is we are a national omni-channel retailer, and that play between bricks and clicks is very important. So expect us to weigh that very carefully.
And a number of investors are also looking for ways for you to unlock value within stores.
Yes.
You've been diversifying how you use some of your real estate. One of the things they want to see that happening is in this store.
Yes.
Is that something that you're going to be doing, perhaps giving over some floors to different businesses?
So what I want you to look at, Emma, is the vitality of this building. Okay, this is the premier shopping destination in New York City. So whatever we do in Herald Square, we're going to do it very carefully. So we look at every inch of this building and we're looking to monetize it. We owe our shareholder, a great plan with that. We're going to do it carefully. It's a complicated building that's going to take us time. But I also want to emphasize that our overall real estate strategy is a work in progress, and we've been doing this very well. When you think of the units that we've sold, the ones we've mentioned, as well as our Brookfield deal about monetizing other assets, then you come down to a store like Herald Square, expect us to be very careful in how we do it. We're going to take care of the shareholder.
Are you looking forward to extend that deal with Brookfield?
We don't know that yet. Right now, we've gone into this partnership with 50 properties, and so each one of them are an individual decision. We're coming to the point where we're going to start to be able to announce what those individual deals might look like. We expect about 2/3 of those properties we'll do something together with, so stay tuned.
You talked about marrying bricks and clicks, the buzzword being omni-channel. How do you focus on providing that in-store experience with also being able to compete with the likes of Amazon?
Right. Well, so, it goes back to our customer. So we have this amazing customer that we love. 10% of our customers are 50% of our business, and those customers, they're in all channels. She's either browsing online, she's transacting online, on her mobile device, she's in stores, so she tells us what to do on this. She tells us where the friction points are, what we need to do. And I tell you, this interplay that goes on between having an online business and having a store's experience is really our cocktail of how we're going to be successful in the future. So anytime we focus on the customer, it leads us the right way.
You're talking about focusing on the customer. What about shareholders? Do they understand the difficulty of achieving this balance, and are they giving you the room to be able to do that? A store or a company like Macy's is not the same as a startup or a high-growth tech company.
We're paddling very fast on this thing. We feel good about our strategy. We wake up every day to execute that strategy. We've got the customer in mind. When we take care of the customer, we take care of our associates. We're going to take care of the shareholder. So that's our pursuit.
And finally, you've talked about it being Macy's being an omni-channel store. Do you still consider yourself to be a department store chain, or are you now more a retailer of brands? How do you define yourself now?
It's interesting.
Changing retail environment.
We are definitely a department store, and I will tell you that because of new economic models, new lease partnerships, brands coming in and owning their destiny. I think about the Bloomingdale's brand, which is part of the Macy's fleet. What they do with their own locations within those stores. We're going to become more and more interesting in our overall bricks in a department store than ever before. And expect that in the future.
And Bloomingdale's will remain part of the Macy's brand?
Yeah, we'll be part of it. It's a separate brand, but it's part of the Macy's Inc. portfolio. And yes, it will be a distinct brand. We're committed to Bloomingdale's.